having any electrical problem, or is it the air conditioner? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician who is up to the task of programming and solving all electrical problems on your car. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street. We also have our garage and showroom at Rehab for original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly. Come to Uptown Garage. We'll give you 1 month warranty. Uptown Garage also have a tow truck that can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage headquarters on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian-owned business, is here to put a smile on your face.
Hey, Tanu, what happened to you so?
Julie, I worry. I need to pay my daughter school fee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday. I finish and get one cent.
But there's no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
Lord, I tell you, I'm not Leo. I'm not joking. If you can't help me, tell me, Lou.
Yeah, I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank Money Emergency Number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then be open way 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
But you're not even going bank, Tanu. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. Your money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Dalame, you mean I'll get it the same day?
Oh yes, instantly. I mean in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I say so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan African Bank.
And that's right. Welcome back to the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1, the first day in the month of August 2024. My name is Matthias Labindi, and this morning we are asking you 2 questions. Maybe there can be a couple of questions coming from that. The questions are, what did former President George Weah say about the Boakai's administration? And then another one is, what is your reaction? Right. So let's look at the 3 newspapers we have in the studio this morning. The Front Page Africa, yesterday's edition, that's the 31st of July, 2024. Top stories: heeding the advice and demands for justice. Heeding the advice and demands for justice. Human rights activists welcome orator's criticism of War Crimes Court Office appointment. Acting outside the law, Bong Superintendent Howard Norris allegedly offers 144,000 contract outside of Public Procurement Concession Commission. Opting for fairness, National Patriotic Party endorses prosecution of ex-President Weah's officials charged with corruption, cautions against selective justice. Still on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper, key representatives of Guinea and Ivory Coast allegedly snubbed high-level MRU meeting in Monrovia due to breach of protocols, but government shifts blame on illness. Diplomatic blunder. Liberia ended as becoming the host, and as the host, we had to coordinate the resources or the issues. All of the ministers initially committed to attending the meeting, including the Ivorian Minister of Foreign Affairs. But unfortunately, he felt sick and he did not come. In fact, he even requested the postponement of the meeting. The Ivorian minister was in hospital and he proposed that we do it the 21st and 22nd of July. Unfortunately, he didn't get well all at that time. And so he had to send his deputy, Dr. Ibrahim Yen, Deputy Minister for International Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ex-President Weah to deliver major speech today following indictment, suspension of several officials of corruption allegations. What will Weah say? I told you this is yesterday's edition of the Front Page Africa newspaper. We did not do the show, so we're just going over that. What will Weah say? 6 months after his exit from the presidency, former President George Weah is expected to address the nation today from the headquarters of his party, the Coalition for Democratic Change. This comes as several of his former top officials, including key ally Simon Tuer, have been indicted for corruption. The nation waits with bated breath to hear from the man who led Liberia for 6 years as he breaks his silence on the unfolding scandal that has rocked his party and, by extension, the country's political landscape. The back page of the Front Page Africa newspaper, Tonia Tisdale joins FC Fasel on 3-year deal. What did Front Page Africa write yesterday as editorial? 26 orator of Mark on critique of us. Of US? Okay. 26 orator of Mark on critique of US. I think that must be a good read. Let's look at the Verity newspaper, yesterday's edition, volume 1, number 7, and it sold for $40 Liberian. Top stories: the CBR disbursed LRD 1.94 billion and US 173.33 million in cash over the counter to 6 public entities. No evidence of bidding for US 11.8 million worth of contracts. No evidence for payment totaling US 386.7K for goods and services. No proof of payment to vendors amounting to US 896,000. GAC audit report. Boakai's Anti-Corruption Act falls on CBL. Governor Talu suspended. You are hereby commanded to arrest the living bodies of Samuel D. Tuer, Councillor Yanti Twine, Stanley Ford, Moses Copper, and Jefferson Camo, Magistrate L. Ben Bako of the Monrovia City Court. FRA gate as rate of arrest bites over US 6.2 million scandal. Opposition CDC threatens stave resistance as ex-finance minister Simon Tuer claims witch hunt. Koji says, any attempt to politicize the peace and weaponize the judiciary will be defaced and met with stave resistance. Supreme Court orders NEC boards to produce election records. Supreme Court orders NEC boards to produce election records. NEC, please don't give the Office of the Ombudsman difficulty in doing its job. All right? On the back page of the Verity newspaper, we are to break silence after power handover. Still on the back page, the rear minister, Gao Feng, and others get bailed over alleged illicit mining. I think my information is correct. So they got bailed, right? Okay. I'm still praying to get to the superintendent of Bapudo County on the line. If he's somewhere around town, I would so much appreciate it that someone can seek, because I'm trying to call him. I can't get him. Mysterious death of security guard raises alarm amid allegations of cover-up. International Justice Group slams pseudo advocates of war crimes. I see the photograph of an erudite legal person, Councillor Jerome Verdier. My man. Let's look at the editorial of the Verity newspaper yesterday. Institutionalizing anti-corruption education, a pillar of integrity. That's it for the look at yesterday editions of the Verity newspaper and the Front Page Africa. What is the Front Page Africa reporting today? 1st of August 2024, volume 17, number 146, and it sold for $40 Liberian. Top stories: stimulating high volume trade. Stimulating high volume trade. VP Kun rallies Liberian entrepreneurs, launches 13 million special agro processing zone project. That's a good one. should not end up in people's pockets. Facing citizens' wrath, residents of Bong County to protest against controversial company hired to renovate superintendent's resident. 144,000 superintendent. How did you just anyway? We can talk putting asunder. Children stop 80-year-old father from wedding 72. Interesting. Children, listen to this headline. Putting asunder, children stop 80-year-old father from wedding 72-year-old stepmother in demand of 1.5 lots of land. Papi, what you want to do again? Interesting. But let's go on. Stay on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper. National Patriotic Party split over government's prosecution of former Weah's officials as ex-VP Taylor disagrees with party's chairman. Who is in charge of NPP? I wonder who's in charge of NPP. Let's read the excerpt. What are they saying? It says what? Oh my God. Front page, I'm still recommending. I don't know whether you've noticed it, but this is serious. All right. Those accused in alleged corruption must be prosecuted holistically and not selectively. If an individual from the past government or any other role is involved in corruption, they must also be brought to book. Shielding some while prosecuting others for the same crime suggests nepotism and could lead to revolt. George Mulbach, Chairman, National Patriotic Party. What did former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor say? I have read with shock and dismay Mr. George Mulbach's press conference in which he intimated that the MPP leadership authorized him to speak on behalf of our party, that the MPP supports the prosecution of former Weah government officials. As the standard bearer of the MPP, let me be unequivocally clear that Mr. Mulbach's statement is his personal opinion, and the MPP as an institution has given him no such mandate to make such a statement. So, but is he the chairman of the party or not? Anyway, they will answer that. Suspension of CBR executive. Governor faces scrutiny as Banks Act requires impeachment. Oh, you should impeach the man instead of suspending him. Did Boakai break the law? I like this question. What did the presidential press secretary, my friend, all right, say? President Joseph Yuma Boakai, Sunyan, has reactivated the economic management team. President Boakai has named Mr. Henry F. Samoa as acting executive governor of the Central Bank of Liberia, CBL. These appointees take immediate effect. President Boakai calls on those appointed to continue to demonstrate diligence, commitment, integrity, professionalism, and loyalty in service to country. Kula Buna Yen Fofana, Presidential Press Secretary. What did George Manuel Weah, former president, say? Even as late as yesterday, the president again showed to the nation that he is not a man who respects the rule of law when he sought to illegally remove the governor of the Central Bank of Liberia in clear violation of the act creating said institution. We are saying somebody not respect law. Anyway, the Unity Party can be assured that the CDC will use all legal and political means as it disposes at its disposal to resist this move to weaponize the country's judicial system to its selfish advantage. Yes, Mr. Boakai, your actions to politicize justice will be resisted and resisted strongly. George Manuel Weah, former president of the Republic of Liberia, the People's Republic of Liberia. Mape buys majority stake in League 2 Club Can. Julius, you'll read it next time. Okay. He's laughing. So the editorial here says 26 orator off mark on critique of US. Well, my valuable listeners, very interesting topics there, very interesting stories there in those headlines. But guess what? When you talk about proactive people, there are people that you don't have to think too deep to identify. And talking about that, I said I've been calling the superintendent of Bapuru County since yesterday to, have a conversation with him while I was reviewing the papers. He walked in. He's currently in the studio. I'm giving him 5-10 minutes maximum to give us a little update. And because this show is not about him, I just want to give him time on the line to speak. But he walked in, he's in the studio. Superintendent Sam Zina, it's a pleasure having you this morning. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How is Bapuru County?
Fine.
Were you in Monrovia all through, yesterday, or you came this morning?
No, I was here yesterday and I'm on my way back to Bobolo.
Okay, so you just stopped by,
Yes.
to visit us and then
Yes.
and talk to the people.
Yes, sure.
But I most of the time I get scared for your life, though you have a background in security. But the kind of people you are going up against, sir, it's a very, very jealous environment. Mining, mineral is associated with too many things. Don't you sometimes walk around looking above your shoulders that someone may attack you somewhere?
No, God is guarding my shoulders. So once I'm doing the right things, if you want to come and do whatever you want to do, that's up to you. But I know from my heart, from the depth of my heart, I'm doing the right things. So,
But let's sum up for us, yeah. Maybe you don't have the data here readily to look through and read, but sum up for us. From the time you started conducting your investigation, how much millions of thousands of the US dollars we're talking about that these people have taken from mining in Bapuru County, and how much has the company, the county lost?
it's not even the entire sector, it's just selected areas. We analyzed 10
Wait,
pits.
just a moment. You've not analyzed the entire county
not the entire
operation.
thing. No, not yet.
10 pits.
We analyzed 10 pits and we're talking
What
about
is a pit?
this is where they dig
Okay.
and put excavators clear over the place and then dig deep, maybe 5 feet down or 6-7 feet down, and collect gravel, wash the gravel and extract the mineral. So that's the pit. It's a big hole that they dig in the forest. So we've analyzed 10 of those pits and we're talking about around 50 million US dollars.
Taken from those pits.
Yes.
Just what kind of mineral are they mining?
Gold.
Just gold?
Yeah, that's just the gold side so far. We have not done analysis on the iron ore side. We have not done analysis on the diamond side.
But who's operating iron ore? Who's mining iron ore in the area? Is it the same Chinese? Also?
No, yeah, it's a Chinese company. It's called Baochico.
Okay.
And our company is mining in Bapulu. But we would like to do some investigative analysis, geological analysis to find out the quantity of mineral of iron ore that have left that area. If it is based on that quantity that they are calculating the taxes. Those are the interests on which we are doing the analysis.
So you just mentioned that $50 million has been taken away from Bapuru County just by your investigation conducted on 10 pits,
yes,
docked by some various mining companies in the area.
Yes,
some of them are individuals, and so they're operating under some names or whatever.
Sure.
How much has the county benefited from the 50 million?
So far, besides community work, and let's give some little bit of credit to them too. They are stealing there, or they have been stealing, but they did some access road there, which we appreciate. But that does not give anybody, any individual, any company the right to go and do whatever you want to do at will in violation of the law. So some benefit like road, some of them carry some little street lights in some of those dark villages where kids can sit down and study in the night. Okay, so if we talk about benefit, those are the only benefits so far we can calculate. As far as royalty back to the county, we've lost a little over $2 million.
You were just less than 5 months, because you were not appointed in January, right?
June.
You were appointed in June.
Let me see. April
somewhere around April. So you're less than 4-5 months in office. How come you're seeing these ills and previous government could not identify them? What do you think? What do you think is a cloud that been covering these kind of mayhems meted against the people of Bapuru County?
Well, it may have been intentional or not intentional. We all don't have the same capacity, the same vision, the same mentality of doing things. So maybe the way I look at things is different from where other people date before I got there. So I am interested. My administration, my team is interested in finding out why our county is not developed, why our country is not developed. So those are some of the things we are finding out. So if we have that much resources in Bapolu, and to even drive from Monrovia to Bopolu, which should be around 1 hour,
Mhm.
will take you like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
So why? It is the why that we are investigating, and we are now beginning to find out why we are not developed. Because if resources that God placed in those places were meant maybe to develop those places, and we sit and allow people to just hoard them at will in violation of the law, and nothing is happening, then we are now getting to know why we are not developed.
like Abraham Kroma, suspended head of the Drug Enforcement Agency, will take credit for arresting a drug lord, the drug baron of Liberia, original Japan. You too, you pride yourself as the man under whose administration, the man who considers himself as the real mines minister, was brought to the public. Not many people knew that the appointment made by presidents in yesteryears as at the Ministry of Lands and Mines were just ceremonials, but it's a Chinese guy sitting somewhere in Bapolo County or in somebody counties operating. He is the real mines minister. How do you feel bringing such a man to book, exposing him, making sure Koff gets on his hand, sleeping in whether he slept there, or entering in a common jail, and just like that? Do you take credit for that, or you just
I'm
want
just
to?
doing my job. I'm just doing my job. I don't.
I mean, yeah, don't you now? Isn't that the road of Bapolo County is becoming narrow for you, that you're feeling really big inside and you're putting your arms up now? You're feeling so proud that yes, I've exposed something here.
No, I don't. I don't look at it like that. I was sent there. The president appointed me there to go and do some work. And if I sit and don't do the work, then I'll feel guilty that okay, I was appointed. I'm taking pay, so it means I'm just taking pay and sitting down. But the Gaofeng or the real minister you're talking about, I don't even know him. So I am
Oh,
dealing
he's
with.
not seeing you.
No, he has not seen me. I have not seen him.
Oh
I
my
don't know
God,
him.
you
So
you are his biggest nightmare right now, me.
well, he. I don't think he will look at it that way. The law. I'm sure he come from a country. You said he's a Chinese man, right?
Yeah, that's what we
Okay,
heard.
so nobody will go to China without following the laws, without following the rules out there. So if you come to my own country, my county that the president sent me to go and supervise, and you think you will come and do anything at will, it's not going to work.
You might leave public office and be broke. Aren't you thinking about that?
I didn't come there with the perception to get rich. I came there, I was eating before I came, and after I leave, I will eat by the grace of God. So
What kind of support are you getting from ordinary citizens of Baporo County? Do they hail you for these kind of things that you're exposing?
sure, there are people there healing us, and there are people understand. When the president appointed me, I knew I was not going to church. The not church service he was sending me to go conduct. I was going into a political zone,
Okay.
a zone where people are used to exploiting the citizens, and I was going there to fight against that. So today where I said, I know, I mean, I'm not expecting people or everybody to praise me. Oh, thank you for stopping the illicit money, because there are people there benefiting from the illicit monies.
Oh my God, Mr. Sam Zina, Superintendent Sam K. Zina of Baporo County. We don't have much time with him this morning. This was not planned, but I really appreciate that this man is a lover of the media. He respects the work that he's doing. I don't know how many Liberians. Now, the last time I spoke with him on the line, some of you who are watching now and some of you who are listening via the radio, you didn't see him. So if you're watching, this is the man I spoke with on the line. This is the man. Now you listen to the amount, just 10 pits. Now he's discovered about $50 million, maybe more. All right. $50 million have been taken away from that county, and the county has benefited nothing. Maybe the only thing they benefited roads, and these roads are used by these very companies to go to their various, operation sites and so on. So, Honorable Superintendent, before I let you go, I don't know whether this has fueled you enough to do more, or you sometimes get afraid, but whatever it is, where do you take your motivation from? to do what you're doing. Because many Liberians yesterday called on the show and said if we can have 10 of Semke Zinas as superintendent of various counties, those counties will be properly supervised. Where do you draw your motivation from?
Matthias, I was born in the village, no hospital. I started school on a palava hut, thatch hut. That's where I sat down and went to school. So my courage come from right in our village. If I do something better, if I work, if my administration, my team work, and improve the living condition of the people, provide more educational opportunities for those kids that are coming up, they will come out and learn more book than we did. Then we'll have a better future. But denying access, educational access to those kids is the beginning of the destruction of their future and the future of this country.
Oh my
you will have more uneducated kids, then you're going to have more zogos in the street. Then by the time you say, let's go burn this place, people will be volunteering to go and do that. But if you have more educated people, like you now, you are a young man. If I were to tell you, my man, let's go riot on Broad Street today, the first thing you will analyze the risk involved, the unconstitutionality, illegality of my request to you. You will analyze all of those. But if somebody is not at your level, or maybe didn't even go to school at all, and they don't have the ability, and I'm not saying people that didn't go to school don't have the ability to analyze, they can think. But if you have a disadvantaged sector of your country, the youth, and you think violence will be less, no, you'll be making a mistake. This is the only country, in this region, I stand to be corrected, that you have more old people that are educated than the young people. Meaning, if somebody graduated from high school in 1960, and you put them on this table today with a college student,
I know
that college student will sweat.
I know that. Yeah.
Yes. So my motivation is to push so that we can improve the living condition of those kids, the school conditions, give them more opportunity. Then tomorrow we can have a better Liberia.
How would you like to close? What would you like to say to superintendents of various counties, other public officials generally that have the same opportunity that you have? Because the very president that called your name to serve in Gbapulu is the same president that called deputy ministers, directors, and other superintendents of various counties. Before you leave, sir.
We have supervisors, we have bosses, and our boss is the Minister of Internal Affairs. So we report to that minister.
But I think you're becoming a friend of the mines minister because you've actually done a very great job for him back there. But anyway,
no, I'm more friendly with the Minister of Internal Affairs because that's where I work. And when good things come from any of the county, the minister will be like, "Oh yeah, that's my superintendent."
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah. So, but
I think the mines minister also give you pat on the back sometimes from the way I see the way things are going.
I have not even met him.
Oh my God!
Sure. So most of the people we just talk on the phone.
Right.
But before I leave, I want to send this strong caveat out to the judge. We say, the county attorney, if anybody play with this case, we are going to file a formal complaint against you. I've already drafted one. And
they've not tempered with the case yet.
They have.
Oh, they started temporary?
Look,
because they got free on bail,
this
which is a legal thing to do.
The bill is a fraud. Flaw is I don't even want to describe it the way I want to because it's still before the court. But the way this bill was filed, I am not a lawyer, but I hope some lawyers are listening. Look, you have on one of the cases, one of the indictments.
Take a minute to explain about why you think this bill is scanty, that it should not represent any legal, instrument.
Let me just select one of the indictments where you have $29 million lawsuit against that company. Okay. The bill for that should be 2 times the amount of that lawsuit. 29 million times 2.
Yeah, now we're talking about 50-something more.
50-something million dollars bond.
Right.
That should
58
be
million.
58 million, right?
Right.
Okay, so that should be the value of the bond to file for that, for the release of those people. That bill they file is a $1 million bill.
Against 29 million?
I'm telling you.
Isn't that a way telling somebody that you should leave the country and go?
So when I say they have already tempered or they have started tempering with it, that's my position. So the tax clearance on that bill expire. So if the judge look at all of those flaws and stay signing and release those people on bail, I have a serious problem, and I'm going to go to the justice minister, to this the chief justice, and file a complaint against the judge, because we are not going to risk our
But do you
lives.
still have hope that they're going to be prosecuted equally?
That's why I'm leaving from here now. I'm going to Bopolu tomorrow. The hearing is scheduled, and I hope
What time?
you guys can
In
come there
Bopolu
too.
City?
In Bopolu. I think it's around 9-10 o'clock in the morning. That's why I want to go
So
early.
if I want to go there,
sleep
if I
there.
want to go there in the morning, what time should I leave?
You better leave tonight,
Oh,
because I mean the road is slippery. You don't want to get there, and then you face problem on the road, and then you miss the whole thing.
Okay.
So I want to go and sleep there. They are supposed to go back, and we are not against anybody to say, look, we want them to lose all their assets. No, we just want the right thing to be done. Let the government get the fair share of the taxes for the resources they are taking from there. So if you can start accepting $1 million bond for something that's supposed to be 54 or $58 million,
Yeah.
that's a red flag right there.
Thank you so much. That's Superintendent Sam K. Zina of Bapuru County. That's all the time we have for this interaction with him. It was not planned actually, but the only plan I had on mind this morning was to place a call to him and just hear from him, give me update on the happenings back there. But it's like somebody must have hinted him, and he stopped by, enter here, and we just had a brief conversation. You listen to that. Our topic has not changed yet. We are asking the question this morning: what did former President Weah say about the Boakai administration? What is your reaction? We're going to go for a break. When we come back, we'll open the lines to hear from you. And I'm going to speak last because I've already eaten my time. I wanted to start with the analysis of Weah's speech. I've given my time to the superintendent. This is 50-50. So I have 50% of the time. You have 50%. I've given my 25% of the time to Superintendent Sam Kizina. When we come back, you're going to take your 50%. When you get through, when I'm closing the show finally, that's when I'm going to do analysis and close up with the show this morning. My name is Matthias Labini, and this is 50-50 on Sky 107.1.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has all sizes of quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage also have a state-of-the-art 2023 upgraded diagnoser that can easily detect and fix any problem with your car. Is your car having any electrical problem? Or is it the air conditioner? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician who is up to the task of programming and solving all electrical problems on your car. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street. We also have our garage and showroom at Rehab for original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly. Come to Uptown Garage. We'll give you 1 month warranty. Uptown Garage also have a tow truck that can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage headquarters on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian-owned business, is here to put a smile on your face.
Hey, Tanu, what happened to you so?
Julie, I worry. I need to pay McDonald's school fee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday. I finish and get one cent.
But there's no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
Lord, I tell you, I'm not level. I'm not joking. If you can't help me, tell me alone.
Yeah, I can help you. Oh. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank Money Emergency Number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then be open way 9 o'clock. It can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tanu. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Dalame, you mean I will get it the same day?
Oh yes, instantly. I mean in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I say so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial star 326 hash to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
And that's right. Welcome back to the program 50-50 on Sky 107.1. Look, I'm still hearing the voice of the superintendent of Bapuru County in my ear. Such a patriot, such a nationalist, such a great son of the soil of Bapuru. I hope some of you can wake up from your evil slumbers and open your eyes and see clearly that we all have the onus is on our shoulders as citizens of this country to develop this nation in every area of our lives to find ourselves to make contribution. If you are a journalist, be an honest journalist, report stories the way they should be reported. Well, you want to take side, then we don't call you journalist anymore, we'll call you propagandist, right? But anyway, our topic this morning is what did former President George Weah say about Boakai's administration? What is your reaction? So call us now on those numbers: 0777 777 107, 0777 107, 0777 221 223 are the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. Mind you, you can also comment on what the superintendent said, but trust me, he just made my day. I mean, just even walking on me like that, that is one of the interesting things I really enjoy about him. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Matayala Bendi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let me say good morning to the Sky Heaven family.
Welcome.
This is Samuel D. Kegwa from Broadway District, the Tima District. So,
the Papa coming move on that district. Yeah.
Good morning to His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Boakai, the President.
Okay.
I think Mataya, the former president, disappointed the nation and the world a lot yesterday. He must have given, must have expected. While the unit does, they had to blame. For the president to have reduced himself yesterday, or the former president, to go at a level by saying he will use political will to resist Joseph Boakai regime or decision is frustrating. But I'm not surprised. He was forced, he was coerced, and he was pressured by Samuel Tway. Because prior to his statement yesterday, it had been a comment from our official Facebook pages or social media pages. So we were not surprised yesterday. But that man character to represent his name. He remained peace ambassador. He remained former president in the nation. He one president who had got an aspiration for when it comes to sport or even political activity. So for him to go to that level, not even by encouraging the partisan and the country allowed to remain peaceful, to follow the law that he wants to tonight, and he forced it just for us. And we who support the government and the president will not away the former president. And
Thank you so much, my brother. Let's move on to another person. Good morning.
Good morning, brothers Mataya.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Thank you for your talking point. This is Momo Fode, and I call you from Dole Community Seminary City.
Go ahead.
Mataya, yesterday I was on brush when I listened to the speech of the former president. It shocked me. Man, who we call a peace ambassador, use that type of statement. But we are all Liberians. We are observing former president, we are statement carefully. This government, just like my brother that is saying, he can sleep. He's going to sleep on them and take the reference thing to the Liberian people. Because a lot of messed up former president, we are carrying this country. End of the day, he's coming back to the Liberian people to say things out of contrary. No, we will not be here to see this kind of thing happening. And those citizens that want to take the street, they level them. But I think President Joseph Human Brother is the rightful president to take the revolution to those who stole the Liberian for money.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Fode. And indeed, he's
the right.
Good morning. Let's hear you, sir.
And thanks for the show. David Iyaris and a call from Benson Street.
Go ahead.
Matthias, I am disappointed in the former president. And here is my disappointment. We Liberians gave the former president our sovereignty, which is our vote, to ensure that the government they criticized for the past 12 years account for the stewardship. For Matthias, he refused to do that. Instead, he graded the former president 80% and said we are interrelated, meaning he cannot fight corruption. Matthias, then here is this. We elected President Joseph Human Boakai to ensure that those that steer the affairs of the state for the past 6 years account for the stewardship. Where our former president going? Mr. President, former president, please, we are begging your indulgence. Sit aside and watch the process.
Okay.
Thank you, Matthias.
Thanks for your contribution, sir. Let's move on. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Matthias, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Aaron Sparwan. I call from Central Monrovia this morning.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, the former president is behaving like, he's not a leader of Liberia, but he's a leader of some group of people, especially the CDC. But as a national leader, you cannot be protecting, individual interests, or you should be protecting the holistic interest of the country. So most of the statements former President Weah made yesterday were only there to protect those of the CDC, especially four sections, or those are in the leadership of the CDC and its own interest. So what we are saying here, you are given the opportunity to serve this country, to protect the territorial integrity, to uphold the laws that you took over.
Okay.
And you did not do it. Okay, he allowed people to have their own will.
Okay. Thanks for your contribution on the program this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yes, I'm Lawrence. Can I ask you for benefits?
Go ahead.
Yes, President, we should know that we are a sovereign nation and we are going through election. He's speaking like he's still in that mantle of authority, like he's the executive. He had a mantle in 2017. He created the previous administration on the airline 80%. He did not do audit. The others have a way to see how much resource base would be, and calling people who are culpable of like improprieties. This is the work of the executive. So to come out to say he has resisted, I think he's inciting people, and this will not be good for him. Because he has people under him that they have sanction honor. So if he's doing that, then he's looking for his own sanctions. I think my advice to him is to remain mute and see that justice system works. The three branches are working. The executive is trying to build ways that investors and other infrastructure work. So what is he trying to incite people? So let him remain mute. If it's a peace ambassador, let him be peaceful so that we can see the judicial process go on. Because we don't have billions and looting them, so we don't have roads, we don't have hospitals, we don't have every institution working for the university students that are here. So we want the infrastructure to work so that our persons can be in a better state for Liberia. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for your contribution. Let's move on to another person. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yes, my name is James Guy, and I'm joining from Freeport, Matthias.
Mr. Gia, go ahead.
Yeah, Matthias, that speech the president read yesterday, I believe, in my own mind, that it was not written by the president. That just few group of people who been fooling the president and making the laws, the election, they went together and say, Mr. President, you, our own leader, you got to say something about what the people say against our government officials, and you got to say something. Now, what they wrote out, the president of Korea, but if you wrote deep down, President, we are asking today to regret it. Why you got to have a press conference yesterday, Matthias?
You said it, Mr. Gia. Okay.
Thank you for the topic on discussion.
We're not talking about re-election anyway, but how did you know that the mayor is not feeling okay by reading the statement? Weah took his own time to read.
Good morning, Matthias.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Thank you, Matthias. My name is Choma Osabe, and I join you for electoral district this morning.
Go ahead. Look in town, right?
Matthias, I'm out.
Go ahead.
Hello. Thank you. Matthias, to the issue. I listened to former President Weah yesterday, and I get sick to my stomach. How can the former president allow himself to be used by the legs of Jefferson coaches and having Weah and others? If you look at the president's speech yesterday, you will understand that speech was literally written by the legs of Jefferson coaches, because all of what was put in the president's speech, it goes contrary to the president himself. The president talked about his peace ambassador. And in the same speech, the president said he will face any
people that are coming from the CAC. I think I expect the president to call on a foreign finance minister to take a self-peace. But for the president, we have to allow a shot to be used as a shield to cover up a foreign official and he is very bad. And President, we have to rethink. President, we are a man of peace. We all know because he has been training on the team of peace.
Okay.
But now, President, we are putting a step into the mud. And we keep President, we are the only
Okay. Thank you so much. Treat him. I don't know. Let's be careful now what we say on national radio. That because you place a call on the phone and you're sitting in one corner, you're talking, that does not mean you have the latitude to just talk loosely too. Well, let's mind our language. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. My name is Hussein. I'm Hussein Kewu, and I call you from around Jacobstown in District 2.
Mr. Kewu, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. So I listened to former President Weah on yesterday. I followed the release religiously because I was on a press conference. Our democracy is growing, to be quite honest. The way former President Weah sound and his posture, you could tell that he created, because he never expected that even those co-officials of his government who have performed in such way. But that is it. But what I want to say, President Weah, the statement he made on yesterday, the Ministry of Justice is reviewing that political action he talked about. They are reviewing it. He will go interpret it. If he think he's still president like yesterday, he was waiting for the national anthem to be sung. He was in a dream world. But the statement he made politically, the Ministry of Justice has released that he will be invited and we question what he meant by political action. He will be invited.
Okay. You say why? Ministry of Justice did a statement? I've not seen that, by the way. And to correct you, it was a press conference. The press release is one that is written and distributed to news outlets. When the statement, that press release, once it's taken and that person gathers journalists, then it becomes a conference. Okay. Let's move on to this other person. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you. This is Zach F. Demo, and I call from Upper Forward this morning.
Zach,
for the show.
Go ahead.
President Weah, you are somebody that you know in this country to be peaceful. And I such you don't need to allow people to push you. You are set every record that you needed to set in the level of soccer to the political arena. You've won the highest seat of the nation. Don't allow, you said it before, that those guys only using you to get what they want. You already know that. The statement from you yesterday as a statement was not fine, President Weah. It just reminds me that doing your sending, you guys weaponize our justice system, and that is the reason why some people are being bad today, only because you guys use your political influence. That is one reason for which today a son of Nima Kaduna Janel was removed politically. But this government is not going to do that. Don't be afraid. Those who have phoned our country covered and looted will definitely answer to their allegation. Allow them to go and exonerate themselves, and don't allow them to use you to be making statements where we know you are not going to do it. You know there are a lot of people who believe in you in this country, and they tend to speak in a way you spoke yesterday will cause problems for us. We beg you want to maintain the peace, and I think that statement yesterday was not fun, it was unfounded, it was baseless. It was not a statement that is expected from a statement like you.
Okay.
Thank you for putting me in time.
Thanks for your contribution, my brother. Let's move on to another person. Call us on those numbers: 0777 107, 0777 221 223. Good morning.
Yes, Matthias?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was speaking slip of the land. Let me just conclude quickly. This is the outbound.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Yeah, so like I was saying, President, we have to be very careful. The sanction that the American government placed on those officials of the CC at the time, they urged the public not to do business with those that were sanctioned. And you listen to the statement from President Weah yesterday, he was directly quoting or Jemozin coaching previous statement. So it means that he's defying the American government and he's doing business with those that are sanctioned for human rights abuses. So he setting himself up for him to be sanctioned by international community as well. The corporate market is integrity. That he allows the law to take its course. Okay, but he's a national leader, he's a big person of peace, according to him, he's a peace ambassador. He's someone that is prepared to uphold the rule of law. Don't protest people who are being indicted by the law only because you feel that they are close to you. You cannot circumvent the law and you cannot undermine the constitutional authority.
Okay.
To be protected. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your contribution. Let's move on to another person. Good morning. Good morning. All right, call us on those numbers. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll continue with more on the program. We're going to have one person here. Let's talk to this person. We'll go for a break. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
My name is London
from Badnasville. Go ahead. The line.
They were expected, or the former president will speak the way he spoke.
It was expected.
No, when the other come from ministerial state and when the other come from LCA, that's no. He will be caught into the public job. We attend with the corruption suit. The common man said, government, and then we are reached the what? When most of the other come up, they will be trouble. If I said standard to be sophisticated now, say he don't want to say, oh, I should be an out of sophisticated. He is standing for the sophisticated. And the national security should look for them. Everywhere they get it should bring it.
Right. Let's leave the whole work with the technicians to do it. The police, the security, the legal people, the auditors. Thank God this time around, I don't think auditors will die like the way they died in previous years. But we'll be right back after this break.
Tanu, what happened to you so?
Julie, I worry. I need to pay my daughter's school fee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday. I finish and get worse.
But there's no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
Lord, I tell you, I'm not joking. If you can't help me, tell me, Lou.
Yeah, I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank money emergency number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then be open way 9 o'clock. It can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tanu. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 13 days. And the interest are only 3%. Your money will be sent to your account in a minute. And you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Dalame. You mean I'll get it the same day?
Oh, yes. Instantly. I mean, in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I say so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has all sizes of quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage also have a state-of-the-art 2023 upgraded diagnoser that can easily detect and fix any problem with your car. Is your car having any electrical problem? Or is it the air conditioner? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician who is up to the task of programming and solving all electrical problems on your car. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street. We also have our garage and showroom at Rehab for original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly. Come to Uptown Garage. We'll give you 1 month warranty. Uptown Garage also have a tow truck that can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage headquarters on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian-owned business, is here to put a smile on your face.
And that's right. Welcome back to the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Earlier this morning, I was, surprised. A surprise visit was paid to me here by the superintendent of Bapolo County. Quite an impressive one. I'm still, appreciating him for stopping by. Perhaps he was busy all through yesterday, but I called repeated. I couldn't get him. So he said, well, my junior brother has called. So, let me stop by. And he did. We'll talk briefly. $50 million have been discovered from, shitty mining operation in that area, and the county has benefited nothing. But we designed a topic earlier this morning before getting that visit from the superintendent of Bapolo County about, we asked a question this morning, but we are still asking the question about what did former President Weah say yesterday, and what are your own reactions individually? What is your reaction as a person? Well, think about it. Julius, since we have just a few more calls, I'm taking Big Brother Jay Cover being on this other side of the line. Kindly permit me to do that. But again, I'm just taking 3 more calls according to the producer. Thereafter, I'm just do my analysis and close up. I'm just going to talk for 1 minute because some of the things I wanted to say, a lot of you guys have said it. Big Brother BN, go ahead.
Matthias, it's my pleasure. Once again, thank you for the opportunity.
The pleasure is mine.
For me, I'm not ready to go into the regular and everyday talk of political leaders. I'm going to my Bapolo County where you have my superintendent, in the studio.
Okay.
And I think Sam, I've known him forever. He's a consistent character. He's a workaholic. That man served at the PMC for that county, and I know he left an indelible mark there. So with this position also afforded him, he's going to work in the interest of his people. Sam is a workaholic. He works so very hard. And I respect his stance. These things he's unearthing now in the country. And believe me, he will do all he can because I know his capability. He's forceful. When he gets onto something, he say he will get to the very end. He gets to the very end. The poor Bapolo, your son is right there trying to help the county, rally your support around him. All of us feel bad about that small county. We have nothing there actually.
Oh, you so Big Brother BN, you're from Bapolo. I see.
Yes,
okay.
I come from Upper Lofa, but I play to be Lower Lofa. So we are from right there. So
Okay.
I'm proud to come from Bapolo. And at this time, with this kind of unearthing of information that is unfolding, I hope the right thing can be done. The government itself should not sit there. What Sam has said to us, talking about $1 million bond fee, and you take it? It's something to watch out for. And I hope the justice system in our country will rise up to the occasion and do the very best for our people. We need something to be done about this.
And
that country cannot suffer like this. With all the mineral resources there as Liberia is, that's how that county and that district is. It must stop. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your contribution, sir. And that's it. Let's okay. An Apple Mazen situation. I just have to do it now because if I don't, I'll be in trouble with the Omar. My Diwa, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Diwa.
Okay.
So I was so surprised yesterday to listen to our former president.
Why? Is it not his right to speak?
My dear brother, our president, I know him. He's not a bad person. He has that sense of direction. For what I heard him saying yesterday, I don't want to believe that he the one who wrote that in there. No. That the same way they did to him, and today, he's out of that place there. So he should be very mindful. Before he goes to do anything like that, he should think twice. These people, they are angry because of this, I don't know how you call it. And the only thing I was expecting him to do, talk to his people. If you receive a letter, just get your letter together, go to the court, and go through the process. If you are free, you're free. But for what I heard you say, It scared me. And then when my mom, I was expecting you to say something that my people, you go to the court. If you don't know that you do anything bad, you go to the court and you'll be vindicated.
Okay.
But how he say? He inciting the people. And you know, Librarians are not fools. Librarians are not fools. You listen to all the people that call today. If he has said anything good for Librarians to listen to it, they're going to tell you thank you. But what he did is not correct.
Okay.
It's not correct. I tell you, my son, he even know that his mind. That is mine because he the one who talking. Whosoever that wrote it, the other person talking, he the former president, he the one who's saying it. I'm expecting him as a peace ambassador to say something better than what he said yesterday. Inciting what thing? You're saying it.
Okay.
So behind, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm confused. Thank you, man.
Okay, Mama. Thank you so much for your contribution. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Let's move on. I mean, you call on the radio. It's not your.
Yeah. Good morning.
You ready call to talk here, or you just mistaking the call?
Thank you. My name is Anthony Elton calling from District 12, Chicken Soup Factory.
Go ahead, Anthony.
My brother, that Mr. Former President will come back and apologize to us.
How?
Because he told us on SKD that he will fight corruption. So he needs to come back to apologize to us. Men and Kalasco then champion then said that they will resist. He abused his language. Yeah. So that kind of people that we can't depend on them, and there be any problem in the country, we will put the government aside.
No. We're not gonna use the radio to issue threats. He's a former president. He was elected and guided by the Constitution of Liberia. He led his country for 6 years, with so much peace. We all enjoy the peace. So if he says anything that will cause confusion, there's still a justice system in Liberia. We're gonna go for our last break, and okay. So finally, that's all the time we have for the interaction with you, members of the public. But I just want to say a few. But I thought to read it myself, to digest it more. All right, because the way he was reading, kind of sticking. It reminds me of when he returned from wherever he was after the war, 2005. His delivery yesterday represented his 2005 delivery up to 2011, when he used to say, scarcity and all of that. So, I mean, it kind of sounded really poor on his part. The presentation was still poor. One unfortunate thing I observed, I saw the likes of District 16 Representative Dixon Sibo standing behind the former president, Color Green, Foko, all right? These men are standing behind the former president. According to friends that attended the press conference, the seats were provided for them, but they thought to present themselves as militants for Weah. Like many people have said, people have a way of hiding behind stars. When the star shines bright, darkness hides. So in order for some people to rise in life, they must be aligned with certain people. And a lot of folks in the CDC, not many of you would have known about them today without Weah. So they used this theme to get to public office. A lot of them, if they were just normal politicking in Liberia, where we're doing responsible politicking here, and you just go, you get your degree, you come, you apply, and whatever thing, and maybe enter politics, a lot of them would not have been known. I'm not going to name. You can find them in the CDC. Now, these very people are coming back again to hide behind Weah, former President Weah, and say, you know what? Let's resist. Resisting what? You presided as president for 6 years. What is illegal with a state asking you, someone who provided stewardship for a certain area in our country, and say, come and explain to us? Even if they issue an arrest warrant to say, go and arrest Matthias. Matthias, as a responsible citizen, he should make himself available for questioning. But Liberian people, you look at it here, 2017 when we elected Joe Weah. 2018, what did Joe Weah start doing? And he started baiting horses on the highway. He call you there. He call press conference and tell you, say, my people, how you doing in Newtown, Popo Beach? How you doing there? I want to pay something in there so you can start sleeping in Zimra. He mentioned your name. Then the same 2018, 2019, he faced a whole on 9th Street. Then at the same time, he faced the other one on rehab. Okay, he finished facing all that thing and election was coming now. That the time he go Newtown. And he go bid a small thing. Western people forget it in jail abandon it. Now the man coming now, the other president and I say, oh, I gotta put the thing in the simplistic form. Julius, kindly drop a little bit. I beg you, just for a minute. I beg you. Yeah. Now they may come out now. The other government say they want to ask the own government. They tell you what, yeah. And you know, we're growing up small now. You living in a house now. All we're playing the play now. The Oma poor lay $1. Then the dollar get missing. And all the Oma will ask. The person that take another person they will flock. Now the government government say, I say, Mr. Weah, some of your people then they work in a play. Simon Twe, you get in the other ministry, finance. The other may gain the other play. The other may gain the other play. Talu, you pour into central bank. But we're not satisfied. We're not happy about the way they did the thing they did over there. So now we want to ask them some question. That thing now, we are now, the former president now, that thing now, he calling you now. He said, my people, you get ready. Because very soon we'll put you in the street. And you see the wickedness the politician can do to you. And you can sit down there, you will do it again. You will join the street. By the time we are saying, you'll not go, you will get in the street. Whether you get money to pay your child school fee, you not want to know, you'll go in the street. When we are bidding here for the A plus, according to the information, say for the A condominiums are BB horses, real Google horses, you put on the highway. When you're paying, you're not thinking about you're living in West Point, where sea water hitting your houses every day. He finished paying everything, he put it in fence, then he pay a church for a clone. That all play pan has more money that they make generator from that church. They offering a loan and easy. All the ministers that I play, they won't go every Sunday. Then he came Nashville in face. He had to even lie to say, oh, they hire Nashville enough for me, and for my son. If he said, no, don't put me in that trouble, Papa. I'm an American citizen. I get property in the bureau. So my people, let's sit down and ask ourselves, is this the way a nation's supposed to go? If someone call you and ask you, Matthias, you presented a talk show. People say you said something on the radio that you're not supposed to say. T-Max is calling me now. My man, come to the office and talk. You know, I'm a Papa can turn on. You can't know when he's angry. You can't know when he's happy. So his voice is always that way. So he calls you and says, my man, come, let's talk. They are supposed to say, no, I'm not coming there. I'm not coming. And I'm supposed to say that one. Now you're not president. Our president say we want to ask questions. So that the whole thing there, they want a turn out a simple English. Everybody understand it. And so, Agonya, you'll have a good day. Julius will be here tomorrow morning.